Clement Pepe, the success coach. And I'm here with Ken Jordan, a loan officer with Freedom Mortgage, who's a client of mine, has been for a while. And so we're just going to ask Ken some questions to get a little feel for what he's been able to create over the 9 or 10 years that he's been a student of mine or a client of mine. So Ken, thank you very much for being here and willing to do this interview. I really appreciate that. So a couple of questions I wanted to ask you. What value have you received from the coaching that we've been doing over these many years, both from a material aspect, but also from an internal aspect? What will you feel that you've gotten out of this, Ken?
Well, this coaching for 10 years has been the linchpin of my business, of my production, of my my mental approach to my entire professional life and in a lot of ways some of my personal life too. I always tell the story about the first day we spoke, and I still remember like it was yesterday. It was a gray. My son was trying out for the 5th grade baseball team. It was right around it was after the 2008 crash, but the industry has not yet recovered. It was 2011. 2011 was one of my worst years ever financially, income-wise. And really, it wasn't a terrible year income-wise, but compared to the year before, it was a huge drop. I was in a bad place mentally. I was in a bad place professionally. My son was doing terrible, but it was a bad day all around. And I remember you calling, and I just remember being so sarcastic in I had nothing else better to do. I was standing in a parking lot watching my son boot ground balls all over the baseball field. I might as well take a call. So I sat and I just listened to what you were saying just because I had nothing else better to do. And I do remember you saying, hey Ken, what do you want your goals to be? Where would you like to be? And I real flippant way, you know what, Clement, if you get back to here, which is where I was the year before, then I'd be happy. And you said, well, what if I told you that I'm not only going to get you back to there, but 3 months from now, we're going to come back and laugh at that number. Extremely bold statement. And I guess I should say, and I said, sure, whatever you say, bud. I don't know you. But yeah, we took the leap. And inside of 60 days, I remember calling you up and saying, hey, Clement, we got to up that number. Man, we got to up that number because that number doesn't even get me out of bed anymore. Like I got, the momentum started so rapidly that this sarcastic number, hey, get me back to here and I'll be okay. So not only that have we exceeded that number, we've exceeded that number 2 to 3 times over since then. And we've had ups and downs in the industry since 2008 and ups and downs in my career. But overall, there's no doubt that was the beginning of the path that we began and where we are today.
All right, good. That's wonderful. Great story. and you, what's that?
It's one of my favorite stories.
Oh, good. Now it's one of my favorite stories too. So thank you for that. But no, so you have, again, it's a 6 to 8 month program that we do. Mm-hmm. But you have been with me 10 years, I think, somewhere like. So what keeps you here? So
I'm a slow learner.
Okay, good. All right, good. Well,
some people take 6 months. Me, it takes 10 years.
All right, good. All right.
But no, I'll answer that. The 6 months is the knowledge, and the other 9.5 years has been the application and the relearning and re-remembering and revisiting the concepts and sets that we talk about that hold us back, that get in our way. It's important not only to be held accountable to your objectives, but also to make sure that that you're practicing what you learned. It's the same reason why a doctor practices medicine. They went to medical school for what, 2 years after grad school, but they're practicing medicine for their entire career. That's the way I feel about it. Is, you know, I got the knowledge in the first 6 months. This has been practicing, it's important to have that constant, resource from you to make sure that I'm practicing those things that you taught, that we worked on.
Good, well said, really. And now, you've been in the industry for a long time in your mortgage industry. You've probably heard or seen other coaching programs that go on and have been going on over that. What do you see that's different with the program with Power Technology and the effect that it's had on you based on your consideration and your information?
It's a more universal approach to my life. So I've worked with other mortgage coaches, even as you and I have worked together over the last couple of years. And there's a lot of technical, do this that day, and, make sure you're hitting these numbers and gauging, your successes and how to be productive in the business. And then of course there's coaching on how to be more technically sound in the business. But nothing across has been as holistic in that, working on me is as important as anything else. And that's what I like about, we're not working on Ken Jordan per se. We're working on Ken Jordan, the Ken Jordan, and how Ken Jordan, when he's at his best, can be his best loan officer, be the best loan officer he can be the best parent he can be the best spouse he can be the best softball coach he can be, and all those areas of my life that bring me joy and value. I want to be my best in all of those areas. I don't want to just be the best loan officer I can. And that's where these other coaching programs do fall short, is that they're very myopic and that they're just trying to make me a better loan officer, which is great, but it doesn't bring in all the other aspects of my life.
All right, good, excellent. Well, Ken, I want to thank you for taking your time and sharing what you got out of this. And for the audience, if you hear anything here that may be of interest to you and you think you want to find out a little bit more, contact us at powertechnology.org, and there'll be a free consultation in for you. But thank you very much, Ken, and again, for your going and doing things out there. Anything else?
I'm going to add one more thing, Clement.
Oh, sure.
The last 3 months consist of the last my top 5 months ever. 3 of my top 5 months ever were in the last 3 months, right? So growth didn't stop in 2011 when we hit that first milestone, or in 2013 when we hit another milestone, or 2016 when we hit another milestone, but it has continued to go, and I want to thank you for that, because I know for that accomplishment, I'm happy, I'm proud, I'm excited about it, but also I'm grateful because I know you had a lot to do with it.
Oh, well, thank you very much, and you did the work, buddy. So I'm just a vehicle, and then you got on the train and you did all what you needed to do. So it's been a great partnership. So thank you, and again, thank you for your time, and we'll go out there and have 2020 being all of what you want out there, Ken. Good job, buddy.